I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway and byway there meets, and more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, yes, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. Yes, I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I've planned each charted course, each careful step along the byways. And more than this, I did my way. Yes, there were times I'm sure you knew I beat off more than you ever knew. But through it all, when there was no doubt, I had it all. It's been down. I faced it all. It's the dawn, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried. I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that. And may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, oh no, no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he is not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of the one who kneels. The record shows I took the blow and did it my way. Oh no, no, not me. I did it my way. No, no one died. It's a song that I love from Frank Sinatra. You know Frank Sinatra? That's one of my old-time favorites. You know artists that have loads of great songs? That is Frank Sinatra. Yep. Not every artist can release songs after songs after songs, and they're all great songs. Well, we can certainly depend on people like Frank Sinatra for great music always. Yeah, so that's what's going on right there. We're just playing some songs from the great Frank Sinatra. You know what I mean? Anyway, I should try one of these things and see if it works. Let me see. Hold on a bit. Let's see if I can get this to work a little bit of magic, or maybe not. But yeah, what's going on out there in the world? It's Independence Weekend here in the United States. What's going on in your world? Where are you? Where is everybody? Where are you watching from? I see a few Filipinos in the building. Aris R. Sola and Raleigh Bancato in the building. Or Bansato? Is it Bancato or Bansato? No, Bacanto. Sorry, it's Bacanto. Sorry, I really did mess that name up. Yes, you know Frank Sinatra. Okay, great. Well, that song is titled My Way. It was originally done by Frank Sinatra and covered by one of my friends. His name is Neri. So that's the song that you were listening to just now. I love that song. And I also love Neri's version of that song. It's really, really, really a nice song. So yeah, that's what was popping right there, right now. Um, it's the ninth episode of Sit and Talk, or Sit and Talk episode 9. Yes, it's the ninth time we're going live in this Sit and Talk type of thing where I just chill with you. You know, you get to find out more about me. We just chit chat. You know, I ask you questions, you ask me questions. What's the latest? I give you updates and on what's coming next. You know, what's up. I've been off of the internet, off of you. Hello, SF Rose. Good to see ya. So this is where we kind of give you a little bit of update of what is going on in my world, my life. I have been absent from YouTube for quite a while, and one of the reason for being absent is first I was on tour for 6 weeks, then I came off tour, and then I moved from where I lived before, so that took a little bit of time to get settled in. Then I changed up the studio, and that also took a little time to get settled into the new space. And then after that, my mom, who was already sick for about 3 years now, started losing her sight officially. So then I kind of leave temporarily to do a campaign um, on and off different platforms to raise some money for her surgery. So I've been off looking after mom in that regard. Anyway, we are basically finished with the campaign. I finished with the campaign for mom's surgery. Um, and now I am basically ready to come back doing reaction videos. Today was my last day of, settling in. Everything is into place now. The only thing that is left to be done with this particular studio is to put the soundproof on the walls and on the top. And after I've done that, then I might do a little bit of decoration with lighting and with maybe a few backdrop and that kind of stuff. And then I will be set for the next 12 months or 13 months, 14 months, maybe, maybe. So yeah, that is what is popping on my end. As I mentioned before, this is the Independence Weekend here in the United States, and there's a lot of people out there in the streets watching fireworks. Some are working. A lot of entertainment. It's like a Christmas holiday. I don't remember. You know what's funny? I am just realizing that I have never been out on a July 4th weekend. So this is kind of first for me. Um, Whenever I go out, I am always performing. So this is one of the first time in a festive weekend that I've gone out. I am not performing, just walking the street, roaming the streets, and looking at the fireworks and walking next to SF Rose while she walk next to some other people. Yeah, she was walking to the next to the people on the left, and I was walking on the right. So she was right next to me. Yeah, that kind of vibe. You know Nacy's solo in there covered the song in title F, So Far Away. What did I miss? Let me read it up here. You know Nacy's solo in there covered the song in title F, So Far Away. No, I don't know. Good to hear that. Aris R. Sola. Yes. Hello, what's up, dudes? GK. Jojo, it's good to see you. Blessed Sunday. Thank you for joining. So that's a little bit of info of what's going on with me over the July 4th weekend. What's going on with you all out there? It is Sunday morning. Let me see. No, it is actually Sunday afternoon for 11, 1:11 a.m. where I am at, July 6th. And for some of you, it is 1:11 p.m. if I remember well. So what is going on in your area? Is there anybody in the chat from in the States except for SF Rose? Anybody else in the building that is from the States? Let me know. Yeah. Anybody else? No? Okay. All right, I won't be long on here. I just popped on to give you an update as to what is going on in my world and to let you know that yes, I am coming back this week. I know the last time I mentioned to you that I was coming back that weekend, which was about weekends ago, if I remember well, and I did not show up. That's because of the situation with my mom and that time 1:12 p.m. Raleigh, yes, 1:12 p.m. in the Philippines. Is there different time zones in the Philippines? I know there's lots of different islands up there, lots of beautiful islands. Is there any different time zone there in the Philippines? It's cloudy and it's 1:12 p.m. here in the Philippines. Okay, it's a cloudy day. I hear that there's a lot of rains in the Philippines. I hear that it rains a lot in the Philippines. Um, that's interesting. I can't wait to visit the Philippines one of these days so I can have my own personal experience to talk about. I can't wait to go live in the Philippines and to do videos in the Philippines and to hang with Filipinos and eat Filipino food and listen to Filipinos sing and that kind of stuff. I can't wait for that day to come. I'm looking forward to it. So looking forward to it. Anyway, I'm going to be out of here by 1:20. It's now 1:13 and I'll be getting out of here by 1:20. What can I do between now and 1:20? I should probably play a song. Let me see. No, my guitars they're all locked up in cases and stuff. I would have to do a whole setup. So I did a gig yesterday. I went out yesterday for July 4th weekend as well, and I did a reggae gig with a band from New Jersey. They call Random Test Reggae. Yeah, the band is all right. The guitar player was great. Yeah, the singer is all right as well. His name is Danny. Um, yeah, yeah, it was a vibe. The food was great. There was lots of food. You don't even need all this information. I have never divulged in giving out this amount of information at any given point. I am just blobbing away, and it's because, yeah, whatever the reason is. Anyway, anyway, it's good to see you all, and good to let you know what's popping, and I'm looking forward to get back in the groove of doing reaction videos. So I'm looking forward to that. What else is new? I don't think there is anything else. Well, there's actually a lot of things that is new, but the other stuff, can you play for us? Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're asking, and I'm trying not to play. But because you ask, I might just ping a string. Hold on. So this is my acoustic guitar. It's not plugged in, but probably I can. Can you play for us the best guitar solo? I would have to plug. I would have to plug my guitar in, and the amplifier needs to be plugged in. I would need to set up to play the best guitar solo, but I can strum a few chords on my acoustic guitar. Oh my goodness, sorry, I forgot it is late at night and this guitar is going to make a lot of noise, one, and I can't disturb the next door neighbors. You know, once my neighbors called the police on me. Yes, I made so much noise in the house playing music. The neighbor called the police. So I was there in the house and I was playing like crazy. And then I see blue lights started flashing outside. And before I know it, I hear, I'm like, is that my door? So I stopped the music and I heard, I'm like, what? Police was at my door knocking. So I rushed down the stairs, went down there, and there was a police officer standing at my door. And he said, sir, the good evening. The neighbors called to say that there was some noise pollution, and she was kind of asking if you could tone it down a little bit. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that I was disturbing, but if that is the case, then I will try to fix it. And then I was still live. I was doing a live stream just like this. And then I invited the cop inside the house. And when the cop came in the house, he was like, yeah, she's saying that the bass is vibrating too much on the floor. So he looked at what I had, and he said, yeah, maybe you could put the speaker, the subwoofer that is on the floor, you could put that on a stand or something. And I was like, okay, I probably can do that. And he came to the live stream just like this, and he peeped from the side, and he said, hi, everybody. He was so friendly. He was such a good guy. But yeah, I forgot it is like 1:18 at night, and I don't want to disturb the neighbors and everybody else, and the cats and the dogs. Everybody is sleeping, and they just took a break from the firework because the fireworks was pretty loud. It was like some 50 caliber weapon was firing, like M16s and AR-15 and AK-47s. That's how everything sounded in the park here. So people are home now and trying to, their ears are still ringing and they're trying to take a break and trying to sleep maybe. So it's not a good time for me to make some noise. So next time, yes, Aris, I will certainly play for you next time, but I can't leave without strumming You Like Lucky Dube. Back to my roots. I love Lucky Dube too. Nice policeman. Salute to him, dudes, GK. Yes, absolutely. So I can't leave without strumming at least two chords for you because you've been so nice. guitar needs tuning actually. Uh, where's my tuner? Where is my tuner? You know, back in the days, I never used to use tuner. We used to just hold the guitar and be like. All right, I know what I'm going to do. I am sorry, but you never see. Okay. I see what that is. Let me just leave that one alone. Okay. I'm going to play a song, and you tell me. I'm going to play a song. I'm going to attempt. Let me use that word. I'm going to attempt playing a song, and you're going to tell me what song I am playing. I am going to first just play the intro, and you tell me what I'm playing. Oh. Okay, so that would have been the intro. Now I'm going to go further in playing the song until somebody figure out what I am playing. Probably I should play it a little bit faster. Yes, it's Hero. Yes, that's the song titled Hero. Anyway, I promised that I would be live until 1:20. It is now 1:24, and that's because of attempting to play this song. That's why I ended up being on here until 1:24. Anyway, it was nice talking to you. Good vibe as usual, and I will see you again. So you look forward to some reaction videos coming up this week, and yes, lots more from GK for you this week. Um, The first one is Redemption Song by Bob Marley. Yes, the first one was Redemption Song in a different key. So I did it in A, but that song is originally in the key of G. Yeah, so that is that. Anyway, guys, have a great day wherever in the world you are. Those in the Philippines, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. And later on this week, look out for some videos. I will be coming back. So have fun. Until then, peace.